Forward. One of my most treasured friendships is the one I share with Elmer Towns. Friendships flourish in an environment of shared interests and mutual trust. The thing Dr. Towns and I share is our pursuit of God, that inner drive and desire to know Him and be anointed by Him in the ministry of writing. One of the highest compliments I've ever been paid came from Dr. Towns when he commented that he felt I had been anointed to write. He said that he wanted an anointing of God to come upon him to write spiritually, so that when people read his writing, they feel the presence of God. He asked me to pray for him. Even though this conversation took place via telephone, the prayer was heard in the heavens. I asked God to speak to the heart of every reader, and when I read the manuscript of Knowing God Through Fasting, I felt His presence in the pages and knew He had answered our prayer. You now hold in your hand the finished product. Some books will try and tell you how to know God from a theological perspective. Other books will try to explain what knowing God really means and give you practical applications for your life. This book is different. It creates hunger for His presence. And I join the author in praying that you, the reader, may know God more intimately than you ever have before. Knowing God is not difficult. You don't need some ancient or modern mantra. There's no special formula. Elmer Towns has made knowing God as simple as tasting, waiting, coming, drinking, looking, resting. The answer to knowing God is not found in a pilgrimage to some sacred location. You don't come to know Him by the study of deep theological texts. You learn to know God by looking within your heart and opening its doors to Him. The first chapter simply says, to know God is to empty your heart of self, desire, and self-pride. When you empty yourself to God, He will fill you. Tommy Tenney, author of The God Chasers.